Shalom, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well. I have the game up, about to go ahead and get ready to get it pulled up for us. Yeah, Kennedy, I literally just finished watching that. It was a good game. It was a good game. All right, I think we are ready. Let me just go ahead and open up in prayer. And if y'all would, oh Jesus, I'm just a woman in my real day-to-day life. Trust God. I've trusted God since I was a little girl, and I still trust God today. So please definitely join me in prayer. I trust God. I know that everything will work out for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His name. So um, thank you all for your prayers for my channel, and I just appreciate your support. So let me just open up in prayer, and we'll go ahead and get started and watch the evening show per usual. So, Father God, in the mighty name of Jesus, Lord, I thank you for the platform, for the ability to train, for the ability to be able to bring people together, for perseverance, for the already foresight to have a backup channel, and just to know that everything will work out. We pray for LSU as they travel to do. We pray that neither one of these teams will get injured, and we hope that we have a great game and win. In Jesus' mighty name. We also pray for 100 points. I really want to see for 100 points. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
In 8 straight, that's already a Division I record.
We had just started while I was praying, but here we go.
Look at her extended to 9 tonight. This is the first Power Conference team that LSU is playing this season. We'll take a look at the starters for Duke. Mayer gives it up. Jaden Donovan had to play a little out of position this year because of some of the injuries that Duke has dealt with. Ashlyn Jackson, Kara Lawson asking her to play better. Said we just need her to be better. We're going to get out of this. Here is Jackson off on a 3. Rebound taken in by Fournier. Put back Ruocco. Another chance for Duke. And that one is good for Fournier.
One of Kara Lawson's big concerns was how her team was going to be on the defensive glass. Outstanding start for them offensively, getting second and third opportunity.
See the starting 5 for LSU, led by Flau'jae Johnson, off to a terrific start in her senior season. The projected lottery pick in this year's WNBA draft draws a foul there on Fournier, and Flau'jae will shoot 2.
It's gonna get spicy. This gonna be a game, y'all.
As effervescent about her
Miss
team as her
Caro.
outfit is tonight.
Shout out
Just
Kim. Shout out Coach
glowing
Kim.
about the camaraderie of this group, the chemistry, and the
And when
talent.
Lane get off that bench, it's
She said
up.
it may be the deepest team she's had since her Baylor team went
But y'all, we
40-0
have
in
to
2012.
rebound. We
Yeah, she said,
have
I
to
did not
rebound,
know
bro.
I
Like,
had
we
this
have
many
to
scores
rebound.
coming in. And she was talking about how
This is
fun
gonna
they
be
have
the
been
game
to
that we have
coach.
to rebound. I said the same thing.
Flau'jae
to
Johnson
Trevor.
at
I'm
the
like,
free
what's
throw
going
line. You'll see a
on?
heavy dose of wing
See,
on
it's gonna
ball
be
screen
hard for
action
G to
anytime
go
LSU plays,
against
and it's
her.
so hard to
She's gonna be
guard.
able to rebound versus
Jackson
G. We have to rebound,
dumps it into the
y'all.
paint. The turnaround is good for Delaney Thomas.
4-1. Here we go.
One of the things Kara Lawson told us before the game is we just need to compete better. Everybody has known over the last few years that even if we lack skill, even if we lack talent in certain areas, we were going to be a hard team to play against, and we have not competed hard enough to continue to hold that standard.
That certainly is going to start on the defensive end of the floor. Great job by Duke so far, though, getting touches in the paint and scoring.
Little separation, but a travel. And as LSU turns it over, Zakiya Johnson with the turnover. Kara Lawson in her 6th season helped guide Duke to the Elite 8 a season ago.
Lock
They
in,
fell to South
Tigers.
Carolina
Lock
in
in,
that
Tigers.
matchup.
Lock
Also
in,
won the
Tigers.
ACC tournament last year.
We're
And you
rooting for
see
y'all.
the success they've had over the last 3 seasons in particular. Kara will host a Team USA camp coming up next week here, as she will be the head coach of USA Women's National Team.
Both of these teams playing man-to-man defense, but LSU's looks a little bit like a zone because they're able to play so far off of Jaden Donovan, but still Duke another touch and finish in the paint.
Good start to this game for Duke, and now a turnover.
6-1.
Mayer coming up with a steal. Taina Mayer gives it up. Mayer connects out of 3. It's 9-1.
9-1? Yo, what's going
Carolina
on?
wanted her team to compete. They have come out competing here early in this game. What a great start for Duke.
Here's Michaela
Come
Williams.
on, MK. Show them the island.
Williams sidestepping 3. Won't go. Rebound Mayer. Pushing pace. Leaving ahead. Able to save it. Mayer finds Robertson dropping it in. And Kim Mulkey may need a timeout. She does.
Woo, just adjust. Just adjust, Tigers. Breathe and believe.
An 11-1 right hook from Duke.
Right hook.
What a start from the
Ryan
Duke
just
girls.
said we got right
stepping in
hooks.
confidently, hitting the 3, and then sharing the basketball. More points in the paint. Bench loving it.
Hey, Kobo, welcome to the game. Malaysia Pool Wiley, welcome to the game.
The new SpongeBob movie, search for SquarePants menu.
We gonna lock in, y'all. We chilling. We gonna lock in. We good. We gonna lock in, y'all. Give us a second. Let us breathe. Jesus. Y'all get it, like, yes, y'all get it. We just need a minute. We'll be good. We'll figure it out. Y'all remember the Stanford game last year? The SEC ACC tournament or game that we play is always a good game. Even when we played Virginia Tech that year, like, all right. Just give us a second. Chill on us. What y'all saying? What y'all saying? They gotta calm down. They rushed in. Better not embarrass squad. Give us a minute. You already know. You already know. Per usual.
And gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth.
It's 19 seconds left to the game.
ABC and ESPN.
Well, Duke legend Grant Hill in the building. 2 titles to his name here at Duke. And yeah, that'll get you your jersey in the rafters. He has to like what he's seen through the first 2+ minutes of this game. LSU has 3 turnovers, just 1 field goal attempt. Duke on a 9-0 run, 11-1 out of the gates for Duke. Duke has lost 3 straight. They are 3-5 to begin this season. They were in 7 in the preseason poll as Paul Wiley is fouled, and it will stay here. That foul will be on Delaney Thomas.
Full Wiley in the game. They try to get her going right away. A little elbow entry right back to Full Wiley. She gets fouled. She's so important to them offensively coming in off the bench.
Here's Full Wiley giving it up, and that is going to be a travel as LSU has its 4th turnover in under 3 minutes.
LSU is a team that loves to play fast, and they typically play fast by turning teams over, by denying, by mixing things up defensively and then getting out in transition. They have not been able to do that to Duke.
And D, first look, D, that didn't seem like a travel, no?
It was close, but I think that was the magnanimous call.
Got you. Rules analyst D. Cantor, we're so happy to have with us here all season, so we can put her on the spot just like that.
And you can.
That three is good. Riley Nelson buries the triple.
Riley Nelson, a player for Duke this season who has had some games where she's come in and provided nice offense for Duke, just needs to become a little more consistent in that role.
Transfer from Maryland. Here's for Wiley, wiggling, taking, and finishing. Tough bucket from Malaysia for Wiley. Last year's SEC Sixth Woman of the Year at South Carolina. Straight on three. Is good. Robertson gets it on the end.
Y'all, 17-3?
Who's 145th
Like,
in the nation
hello?
three-point shooting percentage. At
Are we
32%
okay?
has come out of the gates hot. 3 for their first 4.
Praying for my Tigers, man.
Quickly down the floor. The toss back, the kick out. Jackson dumps it in, knocked away by Koval, and at last hit Duke. Going to be LSU basketball.
Riley Nelson coming in and just stepping in, hitting the three. In the area where I think LSU can have some strength. Oh, here's Robertson hitting her three as well. Is going into Koval. Koval has the size advantage in the paint. In that matchup we just saw, Robertson has the advantage on the perimeter with her quickness and ability to shoot.
Another turnover from LSU. That is their 5th already. Jackson whistles it ahead. That three won't go that time for Mayer, and out of bounds to LSU. Hey, tomorrow night on ESPN2, get your top 25 men's basketball showdown. Number 11 Gonzaga takes on number 18 Kentucky. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern from Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. For Wiley, had it knocked away. See Grace Knox into the game. The freshman, number 7 recruit in the nation. LSU had the top recruiting class in the nation. This is very sloppy start for LSU. That's now 6 turnovers. And that was Kim Mulkey's number 1 key to us before the game. She said, we know how Duke's defense could speed you up. They turn you over. That's been a hallmark of Kara Lawson's teams. So far, they've been able to do that. As for Wiley, comes up with one. And that is something Kara Lawson said she was making sure her team was aware.
Yeah, how good Full Wiley can be, picking the pocket of the player she is defending.
Said, look, she's averaging 4.5 steals a game, and most of them are on the ball. Said she's got some Hannah Hidalgo in her. Jackson short on a 3. The old board taken in by Wood, and a foul against LSU.
Malaysia Full Wiley, her quickness is something, and you see it with her hands just picking the pocket, going in and finishing the other way. That's what LSU typically does. This season, they forced teams into about 26 turnovers per game.
Now, Kim Mulkey preemptively decided to discuss their schedule with us. She knows the chatter about the lack of teams LSU has played thus far. This is their first game, not only against a team who you could see being ranked at some point, who was ranked preseason, but their first game against any team that's in a power conference. And she said, look, first of all, I knew how many freshmen I had. I don't know what they're going to play like out of the gates. She said, but I don't make my players come in the summer. She was explaining her philosophy. She said, so I really look at October, November, and December as the preseason to gear up for January, February, and March. So that's my philosophy. You know, some years you get penalized for it. Other years you get penalized for playing good teams and losing. So I just like to do what I think is going to be best for my group that year. Good look from Wood, and Robertson gets fouled on the attempted layup.
I mean, Duke has just done an outstanding job of forcing LSU to go one-on-one a little bit on the offensive end, forcing them to be sloppy, turn the basketball over, and then when they do, pushing it the other way and beating LSU back down in transition and then themselves sharing the basketball.
Richard picks up the foul. Ariana Robertson, a very intriguing young big. Kara Lawson glowing about her, the athleticism she has. She's still working her way back to full health, full efficacy after missing last year with a torn ACL. But Duke very excited about her ceiling and the kind of player she can be when she is fully back healthy.
Yeah, and when she is, she'll be able to come out and step out and defend on the perimeter. Not probably Malaysia full Wiley, because very few can.
But maybe some other guards.
Yes.
Mayer throws it away, out of bounds. Was it deflected? No. It's going to be LSU basketball.
Kayla, you have me weak right now, bro.
Wiley has been wonderful to coach. So
just breathe. We're going to be okay, everybody. We are going to be okay. But that, Kayla, you got me weak.
Kim Mulkey knows was important to her. Richard, mid-range, sure.
Richard's mid-range has been terrific all season long. She is a player who has really improved herself from last year to this year.
Mayer. And that's going to be a double dribble. Yeah, as Duke now starting to turn it over a little bit. That's their fourth of the quarter. A 19-11 Duke lead over LSU. First meeting between these teams since the 2010 NCAA Tournament when they met in the second round. A Duke win. Duke leads the all-time series 3-2. Richard directing traffic. Koval trying to get deep position. Flaugier looking to get it to her. Instead, Koval comes out, sets the screen. Shot clock down to 7. Richard into the paint. Whirls and gets bumped. Foul will be on Jackson, not on Robertson. And that'll be the first on Ashlyn Jackson. Jada Richard, who Kim Mulkey told us has been our best player since preseason. That's how good she has looked all in the lead up to the start of the season. Let's take a look at tonight's Wooden Watch presented by Principal. LSU with 5 players on the top 50 watch list.
And 3 of them coming off the bench.
Pretty good. Now, they lead the nation in bench scoring right now by a lot. Of course, some of that is also because they've been blowing out every team they play. They come into this game with an average point differential of nearly 60 points per game, 6-0.
Look at how Williams is playing Donovan there.
Mayer off the mark, long rebound. Williams looking to spring the break for Wiley. It's her playground. Behind the back, got stripped. Wood had read the scouting report and knocks it out of bounds. If there's a player with a go-to move in transition, it's Malaysia Full Wiley and that.
And that's probably the most exciting go-to in transition in the country.
Williams short, long rebound. Now Duke will get a push. Jackson flings it ahead. Mayer digs it up. Wood can't hit. Some good looks from Duke from three-point range that they hit in the first part of the first quarter. They have not over the last few minutes. For Wiley, shovels it in, and Koval is fouled. There's no doubt for Wiley has made a difference off the bench since coming in for LSU.
And a really nice job on that possession, just splitting the screen as she's coming through in the hard hedge, able to get the touch in the paint and then deliver to Koval. Malaysia Full Wiley using her quickness and then her ability to get it to her teammate.
Koval from Ukraine, a sophomore, was at Notre Dame a season ago as the number 5 overall recruit. Transferred to LSU this season. Koval hits the second free throw.
And you just see how LSU is able to play off of Jaden Donovan. Now with Riley Nelson on the floor, you have to respect her as a spacer and as a perimeter shooter.
Mayer guarded by Full Wiley. Mayer around the screen from Robertson. Kick ball from Williams, going to keep things here. LSU on a 7-0 run. Duke has got about 4 minutes without a field goal. And now they turn it over again. Jackson not on the same page with Mayer on the inbound. Carol Lawson's team jumped out to a 14-point lead. LSU has been able to work their way back. Richard. Into the game.
Wood did a great job just using her length and staying upright.
Mayer open, can't hit. Richard gets tapped from behind by Riley Nelson. And that is going to be the 15th foul on Duke. Going to put LSU at the line here.
Y'all see Big Mark not worried.
To go in this first.
Y'all see Big Mark not worried.
He's shooting 32% from three.
Big Mark
He's
is
making 6
we
threes
good,
per
just
game. He
chill,
came out
just
hot in
chill.
this one, but you also have to understand which are the good threes to take and when you need to work your offense a little bit.
Yeah, it came out 3 of 4. They've now missed their last 5. Meanwhile, LSU has shot just 1 3 in this first quarter. Now, that wouldn't be abnormal for a Kim Mulkey team, but it is abnormal for this Kim Mulkey team. LSU enters this game averaging more three-point attempts per game than any team Mulkey has ever coached in her career, over 16 attempts per game, and they've been shooting it at 44%, which is number 1 in the nation. Kim told us, I got so many shooters, I just gotta let it fly. As Mayer able to force her way into a whistle.
Kim Mulkey was telling us, she's like, I always had.
Doing a quick refresh for you, JJ.
Mayer at the line. It was 4 of 5 from the season. And this is the first. Hey, here's this weekend's ABC College Football Conference Championship lineup tomorrow night in the American 8 Eastern, number 22 Lane, number 24 North Texas. Saturday, 11th ranked BYU against 4th ranked Texas Tech in the Edward Jones Big 12 title game at noon Eastern, followed by number 3 Georgia, number 9 Alabama in the SEC, and finally Duke in 17th ranked Virginia for the ACC title. (19-18), an 11-0 LSU run. Anchor goes for Riley Nelson. And that'll end the 11-0 run from LSU.
The last possession for LSU was all initiated by Flau'jae Johnson, getting dribble penetration, then making passes, the extra pass from big to big.
Wiley dips in, got fouled. And Mylasia for Wiley is going to go back to the line.
Mylasia Wiley has just been a problem for the Duke defense, using her quickness, her dribble penetration, getting past defenders.
For Wiley, 6 points, 3 of 3 from the floor, sinks the first free throw. Has come off the bench all but 3 games of her career this season, 4th in Division I in steals. Was last year's SEC 6th Woman of the Year, might win it again this year. Transferring from South Carolina, was a huge part of South Carolina's national championship team when she was a freshman. Nelson gives it back to Wood. Robertson will take and hit. Again, that might be one of those shots.
That was a settle.
Now an 8-second difference game in shot clock. Flau'jae dumping it in. Koval couldn't get her arms up. And then Flau'jae fouls Mayer on the attempt out of Steve. Side out of bounds here for Duke, who can hold for the final shot of the quarter. 21 points, the most Duke has scored in a first quarter this season. But what was a 14-point lead has been whittled down to 1. Third straight game for Duke against a top 5 opponent. Losses to South Carolina and UCLA, and now this matchup here against LSU. Jackson, Flau'jae Johnson hawking her. Putting the clock wind. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Jackson using the screen from Robertson, will pull. Hands hit! A big one to end the quarter for Duke. After they had missed 6 straight attempts from 3, it's a 4-point Duke lead after 1. Trying to hand LSU their first loss of the season.
Y'all, I got sound effects now. Yo! These threes. But we've been doing that. We literally been doing that. When we was watching the other games, we would just say that too. Like, bro. But what a response from our Tigers. What a response by our Tigers. The score was looking insane. We pulled together, stayed composed, hit some shots, got some turnovers. It's jet lag, Rosie. Y'all know it's a lot of what should I say? Energy or yeah. Just because Flau'jae was coached by the head coach of Duke over the offseason for USA, and a lot of us Tiger fans did feel like there maybe wasn't some fairness with Flau'jae, especially when it came to her playing time on that team. With that being said, this is a game that LSU is going to win. Thank you. Go ahead, Dre. Pour me a glass of honey. Bob Starkey stood up, y'all. Bob Starkey stood up. Yeah, I agree. Where my girl Michaela Williams at, though? MK! I need you. Like, I need the island to activate, bro. MK, my girl. I need to, like, I'm used to hearing MK name way more. That's why I was just like, come on, MK. It's one of the games I need my girl MK, like, for real. But I like when Bob's take over too. They lock in on defense when Bob is saying something. But we're good, y'all. 22 seconds until we return. Ryan talking about what? As soon as we came out, Ryan talking about something we didn't got. Camera endurance and stuff. Yeah, it seems like that. It's nice and loud and all that.
On ESPN, as we continue Jim Valvano's fight against cancer.
Well, Duke senior Taina Mayers and Jennifer Pineda first diagnosed with breast cancer when Taina was in middle school. Fought for years. Had her daughter and the cousin of Taina, Janelle, at games supporting her. Jennifer passed away November 7th of 2024, and Taina's mother, Mercy, has legally adopted Janelle now and raising her, now 10 years old, as a single mother after also raising Taina and her two siblings, and Taina very, very close with her aunt Jennifer and her cousin Janelle, and certainly great to see Mercy here for this game supporting. Start of the second quarter. Jay Johnson comes up with a steal. The Euro couldn't finish it. Now, it is the week here at ESPN why we share this story with you about Jennifer Pineda and Taina's aunt. We highlight the urgent need for cancer research during the week. And thanks to Principal Foundation's generosity, you can double your impact. They are matching up to $1 million in donations during V-Week. If you are able to, please visit v.org/donate. 100% of your donations go directly to cancer research.
Incredible. And not only that the 100% go, but $1 million, up to $1 million match is incredible.
Like, when I tell you,
Ryan, we have Toby Fournier back on the floor. She only played 2 minutes in that first quarter. Kara Lawson throughout the season, when Fournier picks up her first foul in the first quarter, often sits her the rest of the quarter, and that's what we saw here.
Fournier back in, and the denial from Fournier as Amaya Joyner.
Yo, I didn't know they had me on the screen.
Not get
I didn't
around
know I was on the
Fournier.
screen. My bad. I'm on my phone. I was
Fournier just has
I
really
didn't know
good
they had
length.
me
Can
on
you
the
see her
screen.
there staying upright?
A quick bucket off the inbound for LSU. Tied at 24. Duke had a 14-point lead in the first. That lasted Fournier. Good dig there from Flau'jae Johnson.
LSU worked on that in their shoot-around this morning, knowing that Fournier likes to drive to the basket. Kim Mulkey telling her bigs to not let her get by. That time it was Flau'jae getting her hand in.
Game change for LSU with Wiley coming off the bench. The acceleration, couldn't finish it. Gets it back. Can reverse it in. Koval won't get the roll. That follow is good for Joyner.
And this is how LSU beats teams, is they get all over the offensive glass. They average 22 offensive rebounds per game, which is first in the country.
First lead of the night for LSU. That jumper rolls off for Jackson. And the offensive board to Thomas. Delaney Thomas is fouled and will shoot two. Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, in the building, catching the action here tonight at Cameron Indoor, chatting with Elena Beard, Duke legend.
That's Adam dressed casually, no tie.
Adam has not only done an amazing job stewarding the NBA, but he has been a long time supporter of women's hoops.
One of the people who helped get the WNBA off the ground back in 1996.
Flau'jae gives it up. Koval for Wiley. Correcting traffic. Dumps it in. Koval with a lot of size. They're able to sneak it in off the window.
She can use her strength and her footwork to get around most defenders or over most defenders.
Straight on three will go for Mayer.
Oh, look at Koval. She's just burying the defense.
Gets called for the foul. And she was trying to once again use that size on Delaney Thomas.
She had her arms down too. When you're posting up, you have to show your hands because she had her arms down, and that's the reason that the foul was called.
Well, Duke started 7 of 9 without a single turnover. They've been 2 of 11 since with 7. LSU started 1 of 2 with 4 turnovers. They are 9 of 16 since. Now they've gotten shots at the rim. They've been going in. That unorthodox style of Delaney Thomas.
It surprises me every time it goes in just because it looks so different.
You wonder, like, what is this, a magic trick? Or is Voldemort gonna appear? LSU turns it over. Here's Nelson. Floating it in. Fournier, the position and the finish.
Great grab by Fournier because Flau'jae Johnson was right there as the backside defender ready to help.
LSU up to 9 turnovers. For Wiley. Flau'jae around the screen, cuts between the D and buries the mid-range. That's a pro move from Flau'jae Johnson.
Really nice job just snaking the screen there, first shot.
Fournier banks it in. Beautiful touch from last year's ACC Rookie of the Year. Fournier was also first team all-conference in the ACC. Oh, that's into the backcourt as Mayer was able to frustrate Flau'jae, and that is a 10th turnover.
LSU post player was open, but Flau'jae Johnson could not get her the basketball because of Mayer's defense. Hands up, active. That's how you prevent post entry passes, is you make the vision difficult for the guard, flusters her, she tosses it back, and it goes into the backcourt. That is all on Tiana Mayer and her defense.
And Kara Lawson, very honest about the struggles out of the gate, just taking ownership of it herself. But the one player who she has remained effusive in her praise about has been Mayer. And the effort that she has put forth, the competitive nature she's played with, even as Kara's been looking for more of it from elsewhere in the roster.
Yeah, she's called her a rock and said she's been our best leader by far this season.
It's going to be number 2 on Delaney Thomas. Thomas will check out. Here's Williams. Joyner digs in and banks it home, going to work on Fournier.
What a move, because Fournier was right there defensively, had her chest out, and just overpowered.
Robertson can't hit. Duke started 3 of 3 from 3. They're 1 for their last 10. As Jackson knocks that one out of bounds.
And that's going to be an area for Robertson to mature, because I didn't think that was the best balance for her to take that shot. Get rid of it. There's plenty of time still on the shot clock. You'll have an opportunity to get another touch later in the possession.
Well, Wiley gets it in. Here's Williams, a former SEC freshman of the year, now a junior. Williams finds Koval, easy lay for Kate Koval.
She needed to find her.
Nice pass, MK. Nice pass. That was the softball right there.
Again.
Yes, Kate.
Nearly took it away. Fournier swooping in. Looked like she got hit, but Robertson with a follow. So Wiley able to wrestle it away. For Wiley across her body, doesn't get the roll. And that's going to be a push-off on Joyner. We'll step aside. Outstanding action here at Cameron Indoor, tied at 34.
Michaela Williams off the on-ball screen. Just a bullet pass to Koval. Nice finish inside, and Duke has really done a nice job on the offensive glass. Robertson getting there and finishing.
While
the way you play sports and the energy that you have there and the way you dress yourself, those are both ways that you express your personality and who you are. To have huge brands like TJ Maxx supporting us, it just shows you what a long way we've come. It's really amazing to be a part of. TJ Maxx. Max, what makes you, you.
It take more. Great. I know what it take. It take more. Take it back, boy.
I know what it take to hold that gold and be the greatest. I know what it take to pull up AMG the latest. I know what it take to keep on going when you hate it, yeah. I know that it's worth it when you torn and you made it. I know what it take to hold that gold and be the greatest. I know what it take to pull up AMG the latest. I know what it take to keep on going when you hate it, yeah. I know that it's worth it when you torn and you made it. I know what it take to be the great. I know what it take. Don't hesitate. I know what it take to be the face. I know what it take to elevate. Yeah, I know it take more, so I don't care about what others do. No one causing trouble when I'm drafted to the W. You gotta keep on grinding when your family lit because of you. And ain't no looking back. You gotta chase the dreams in front of you. Dreams I gotta chase them. My failures I just embrace them. My fans and my
halftime report is on the way. Coming up, we'll show you how South Carolina escaped from Louisville. Plus, Texas continues to sizzle. Megan, Duke is bringing it tonight.
Duke's ball pressure on the perimeter has been excellent, making it really difficult to pass on the inside. LSU's post, they need to continue moving on the flight of the ball and not allowing easy looks inside.
Yeah, they're forcing a lot of turnovers, getting some easy looks, getting some good looks inside. It's been a real team defense game.
Great second half of our doubleheader on a great night of women's college basketball. Ryan and Rebecca, we will see you at the half.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. 6 ties, 3 lead changes, all in the second quarter. Duke led this game 17-3 in the first, now tied at 34.
This would be a great game to have a coach's outfit swap. Just had the split screen.
You like that?
I would love that. I think our audience would as well.
You can discuss it with Karen and Kim at halftime. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Yeah. Knocked away for Wiley. What an astute tip. And then the fling ahead for Williams, who lays it in.
Duke can't choreograph their passes into their bigs.
Quickly ahead, Nelson able to finish on Mayer's delivery.
Off of a make, Duke still able to beat LSU down in transition. We saw that a few times in the first quarter as well.
Richard. Off to Williams. Williams dumps it in, knocks. Nice finish. Kim Mulkey really excited about Grace Knox, the way she's been coming into her own of late, the freshman. Fournier cuts between two and lays it in.
She's just so slippery when she's able to put the ball on the deck and get past defenders. Oh, Knox is wide open again.
Both these teams shooting it so well from the floor. Knox gets fouled there by Fournier. That'll be number 2 on Fournier.
The quickness of LSU and the help side defense was there, and Duke was kind of choreographing the pass into the post, and it turned into a turnover the other way. Ryan, you were talking about Grace Knox. I really enjoyed watching her on film, and then here tonight. She has a bit of a unique release point on her shot, and it's just really high over her head. We saw it there when she got fouled, but when she's in around the rim as well.
Number 7 recruit, according to our ESPN rankings. The highest in LSU has the highest ranked recruiting class for this year. Knox a part of it. That's the thing, this team is so deep between their transfers and their freshmen, and then with the incumbent talent that they have, really at all positions. And Kim Mulkey said that's what's different, is having that depth front court as well as the back court, up and down the roster, as the foul was called on Williams.
And she's been able to go deep into her roster because of the scores of the games up to this point tonight. She's played 8.
Mayer. Over to Nelson. Donovan finds the cutter. Back to Donovan, lost it. Here comes Williams with Knox to her right, and Knox will lay it in. Plus the foul. A chance
and
for Grace Knox.
That's the energy we need. Come on, Tigers.
And you see just
Grace.
4 players out in transition. They are all sprinting away. Grace Knox, 6'2", just getting out, running the floor. Athletic.
Come the horn on him, Grace.
Fouled. Wasn't as soon as the turnover happened, it was like off to the races.
That's it.
And we've got the view for it all the way up here.
Well, and Carol Lawson talked to us about the South Carolina game that Duke played. She said, in that game, we competed. But where we ran into an issue at the end of that first half was giving up opportunities in transition. And she said,
thank you for knowing exactly what I was talking about. Thank you.
Even more than that South Carolina team because their athleticism. So that and then keeping them off the offensive glass were her 2 biggest keys today. For Wiley, the reverse, no. Coball, yes. And LSU's lead is now 7 as they're on a little 7-0 run. Robertson has it stripped, another Duke turnover. Now they're 10th.
Oh, the girl is in the game. Shout out Bayou Bella. Number 3, turn up on him. She ready for this moment. She's built like that. I already know Bella finna go in. Come on, Bella.
For Wiley all the way in. Timeout, Duke. It's a 9-point LSU lead.
LSU was hard to guard, and they switched sides in the floor. They went to the left side, then the right.
You see the
Flauget went to the left side, and then the right.
There we go. Yeah, Lay.
Get a large stuffed French crust for $9.49.
I love it. That's what you do. Now let's pull away. Now let's stay on their neck, you know?
I like the way that it go, yeah. Got to play some more. It ain't my fault, it ain't my fault. Man, the stove, it ain't my fault, it ain't my fault. Big fat, yeah. Fat boy. Let's go.
It ain't my fault they getting mad. It ain't my fault. Get out your feelings, get it back. It ain't my fault. Rent up $1 million, I got cash. It ain't my fault. Did everything I dropped.
Not your leisure.
Yeah.
Our leisure.
My leisure.
My leisure.
Can you stop? Like,
Sometimes
just stop.
she's just so fast.
Rebecca and Ryan,
You think she's someone else?
Well, no, you just, she's a blur.
Oh, my bad, my leisure.
Here's Flauget pressuring as Jackson gets fouled. And Ashlyn Jackson's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Well, you know, talking about Flauget and Malaysia, one of the things Carol Lawson was saying to us, she said, look at Flauget, Malaysia, Michaela Williams. She said, is there a better trio of guards? Is there a more talented trio of guards in the country than those 3 that LSU has?
She brought up Texas's backcourt.
Yeah, she said maybe
they're
Texas.
right up there in the conversation, but
said with you know, Lee and Harmon, and I think she was including Booker in that group as a guard, which, you know, Madison could swing up and down that roster positionally. But yeah, when you think about the talent they have with these 3 guards, it is incredible. Here's for Wiley again. She's just beating people off the dribble consistently, but Mayer comes up with a steal. Mayer! That's going to be offensive.
Rebecca, stop!
That's going to be number 2 on Mayer. All right, let's bring in the
Rebecca, just stop. Yes, Bella.
D, what do you think?
Our defender only has that position prior to the offensive player leaving the floor. It is really close. Let's see. Position, boom. I'm
Bella got
there.
there.
Real tight.
Yeah, I'll refresh it real quick.
So you think that could be the accurate offensive foul?
It's a 50-50.
Okay.
I'm telling you what, I thought
I didn't know it was lagging bad because I don't see it's not lagging bad on my end, but I did just refresh it for y'all because I know it's hard and annoying and stupid to try to watch it lagging. Let me disconnect the Wi-Fi from my phone, but I do have us plugged into the Ethernet cord.
Floor, and you have to have position. If we had to play it, we'd have fewer offensive fouls and more scoring.
Nelson able to finish plus the foul and a chance for three. Yeah, flexing indeed.
Saw Riley Nelson in the first quarter hitting a three, and then here dribbling, just spinning through the two defenders, finishing, getting the and one and the emotion.
Foul on for Riley. As Nelson completes the three-point play, and Duke has done a nice job responding out of the timeout after LSU had all the momentum. Here's Knox looking in, kicking out. Ella Hines, another one of those freshmen. Into Koval, gets denied by Wood.
Still lagging?
How about
it's
Wood
literally working
flexing?
great on my end.
Shot.
I just rebrought it back up.
Koval, the inbound, can't finish it for Wiley.
Lagging bad.
Was able to
What
get a
about
hand
now?
on the rebound, and a foul called against Duke. And Carol Lawson, Warrior team.
To box out and rebound.
Yes. LSU a +8 on the glass. First foul on Wood for Wiley back at the line. Malaysia, the only member of LSU in double figures. LSU.
All right, y'all.
Again, just so
Is it a little bit better now? I just
disconnected
disconnected other stuff in my house.
60% from the floor in this first half. They've taken
mine
just
is
one
like
three,
okay.
which is not
Just let me know. I can
characteristic
try
of
to
this
do
year's
another
group.
refresh.
Those haven't gotten
It's better?
overlaps from the
Okay,
perimeter,
good.
but they've done a nice
Alrighty.
job, direct entry passes to their post, and then with dribble penetration.
Hayden Donovan. Off to Wood.
Donovan wide open still in the corner.
Jackson leaves it short, and it's out of bounds to LSU.
That's the hard thing with Jaden Donovan on the floor. She's a terrific defender for Duke and brings a lot of energy. But on the offensive end, you do not have to guard her outside of a couple of feet.
How about that game on Wednesday? Iowa State, both top 12.
Audie Crooks leading the nation in scoring right now, 27 a game.
Couple of 40-point games.
That'll help.
Shot clock down to 5 for Wiley. Spinning, flipping, and hitting LSU halfway to 100. As Jackson leaves it short, and that'll do it for the first half. Duke jumped out.
It still put up 51 in the first half.
LSU by 8.
Still put up 51 in the first half.
100 or more in all
I like
games
it.
this season. A D1
I like
record.
it.
And Duke has not allowed 100 since 1998. LSU on pace
Play
to
a
get
dog.
there. We're going to send things to Kevin Connors in the studio. The halftime report. It's LSU by 8.
Ryan, a 31-point second quarter for LSU. Whoa, just like that.
31
halftime lead.
points in the
It is the
second
Chief halftime
quarter.
report alongside Megan
Yes,
McKeon, the Hall of
LSU.
Famer, Coach Muffet McGraw, Kevin Connors in studio. This was a 14-1 Duke lead early on. The defensive pressure was there, and then LSU changed it up. What changed, Megan?
LSU finally started playing with some pace, keeping Duke to one and done, then getting the ball and running in transition. Malaysia Fulwiley is excellent at finishing, especially when she's got a runway lane like a plane taking off, and LSU's bigs cleaned up on the boards.
The other thing they did was they went inside. They came down, they ran some offense, they got the ball inside. That's one of their advantages. Duke's a great defensive team. They had it going in the beginning of the game. And I think that one thing they're doing really
well is they don't give up three-point shots. LSU normally makes 7 or 8 a game. They haven't even gotten one yet. They're 0 for 1 from the three-point line. So Duke's taking away the three-point line. What they're not able to take away is the inside game. But they're creating turnovers. They're creating a little bit of chaos on offense. And Kim Mulkey's still got the suit on.
Yes, she does have the suit on.
Suit on too, though, Coach. Well, Sage Green over
I like
here.
how you put that. Yes, she does have the suit on. A lot of positives for Kara Lawson's team. 8-point halftime lead. Elsewhere over on ESPN2 right now, Coach, we think a couple of college football playoff teams?
We know at least one of those.
Ole Miss is going. We hope Notre Dame is going. Anna Hidalgo knocks down the jumper. Denim DeShields is keeping Ole Miss around, but Hidalgo continues to be the story.
She is. She's just so hard to guard. She's got 14-point leading scorer for the team because she gets it going on defense. She gets out. She makes easy layups. This is how the team gets their points. Transition offense and just a great defensive game plan.
Malaya Cowles down low. First ever meeting at Oxford, and the Irish lead at 37.
Yeah, we're going to need to have a better third quarter than we usually have.
South Carolina.
This was a good game. Did y'all watch this game?
I
watched like
Scott
the fourth
was electric
quarter.
off the bench.
It was so much fun
really
watching
good.
Louisville start to have a spark getting into the paint, especially down the wire.
South Carolina did a great job of feeding Medina Oko.
That was their advantage. They needed to go inside more during the game.
Raven Johnson, little layup here. Maybe
Yeah, Raven hit that layup. I was like, oh, snap, Raven.
High percentage areas.
This was clever.
What a great play.
Yeah, I felt so bad for her right there because she just immediately started tearing up.
Tajana
She had
Roberts
just
had a
hit,
really
she was hitting threes
good
now.
look, set the puppies. Really can't ask for more than that. South Carolina hangs on to win it.
It was a good game,
79-77. Oko goes
It
to
was.
23 and 13.
It was back and forth.
Coach, when Dawn Staley looks at the film of this game,
she was crying.
what is she going to see?
Well, I think she's going to be really disappointed with the way her team came out. There was a lot of energy in the building. There was none in the South Carolina huddle. I thought the team looked uninspired as they were playing, and I think that she's going to have something to say about the leadership on the floor. How can she get them going? Everybody's face was very, very calm, which is normally good, very poised. But you want to see a little emotion on the team, especially when you're down. Louisville's making a big run. You get in that free throw huddle. You want somebody with a little bit of fire, and I didn't see anybody have that today.
This was an important game for South Carolina to go on the road, have to play in a hostile environment. When you're starting SEC play, there's going to be a lot of gyms that are sold out because you're the hottest ticket in town. You got to be able to rise to the occasion, and this is a good test for South Carolina moving forward.
And you're coming off a loss.
Yeah.
When you come off a loss, you're going to be mad. You're going to be angry. You're going to go out there, and you're going to really want to do a lot of things with your energy. You're going to prove some points. You got to go out there and make a stand, and they look like they weren't ready to do it.
Yeah.
But I think you both make a great point. They still came away with a win, right? On a night where they didn't have their best energy, they still come away with a 2-point victory. Other ACC, SEC challenge action going on. Sizzling hot Texas, fresh off the wins over South Carolina and UCLA. Talia Henderson and the Heels actually led this game, Megan.
They did until Texas defense stepped up and they could not guard on the inside. Kyle Oldacre, one of the best in terms of using physicality.
Jordan Lee, coach, was great again.
She really was. 10 for 16 from the field. She had a great night.
And when you don't turn it over like Texas, only 4 turnovers, good things can happen.
Crazy how well they take care of the ball, but they have so many other people getting involved. The offensive balance was on point for the Longhorns.
But the resume, 4 wins over ranked teams, 15-point.
As long as the SEC getting it done, I don't mind.
9-0.
Come on, SEC.
Coach, they jumped on Clemson early behind the scoring and passing of Jessica
Alabama
Timmons.
8-0
I thought it was going to be a good game early on, but they just
I don't want to see Alabama.
18 points off 13 turnovers. Pretty efficient right there from Bama.
And
Sarah
Essence
Ashley
Cody
Barker
continues
literally
to be
lit
star
us up
shooting
last time we played them,
60%
bro.
from the field.
That's pretty amazing when you can shoot that well from the field. You want to just keep getting closer and closer
Amari,
to the rim.
we are not
South
able
Carolina,
to warm the
rather
car up
Clemson
on
is
our
1-29
Tigers.
in their last
That's
30
the
games
WNBA.
against SEC teams. Roll Tide, 72-48. Liv McGill, 30 points.
Liv McGill is my girl. Come on, Liv.
Nobody in a white jersey could stop Liv McGill going all the way to the rack.
Kyla Freelon took 2 shots in this game. This is one of them. She made both of them. Virginia Tech, 16 assists.
They really played. They played so well together. Paris Baker had a great game. She led the team, but they wait until they get their good shots. They're patient. They're focused. They run their stuff.
Solid home win there in Blacksburg for the Hokies, who come away with a 68-64 win.
I'm still rooting
Coach,
for Liz McGill.
avert your eyes.
All right.
10-3 SEC lead.
Good.
You know, the SEC is a great league, and they have a lot of ranked teams, but you got to look at the games. We lost in overtime, North Carolina State and Oklahoma.
Child, Ole Miss beat us at home on senior night. I'm still sad about that. It was getting rough at the end of last year. Exactly. Losing and all. We be right here with them.
Wiley, 8-point Tigers lead at the break.
This halftime report
Cara
is
has
presented
not
by
played. She
Jeep.
has brought
There's
all
only
the
one.
energy. She's going to be coaching tonight. I've seen it.
You made the nice list, kid.
But yeah, overall, I feel like tough start, on the road, packed crowd, a lot of aggression, started some freshmen, things like that. But way to battle. We got it done. Stayed calm, fought back, and we didn't go into halftime with no deficit. So got to be happy about that. Yo, y'all had me so weak though. I didn't even know I was on the mic. I thought I was off the screen, but I was literally cracking up. Literally reading my phone, cracking up. Bella a dog, y'all. Bella a dog. Give Bella a chance, and I really feel like Bella gonna show up for real. I was laughing. I didn't even know I was on the mic. I thought I was off the screen.
The LSU Sports Radio Network.
Waiting for the game to come back. We are currently at halftime, 51 LSU, 43 Blue Devils. Sniper.
Oh, fam, I'm in that mode. They say fly, you going up. I said I know. Walk on campus in some $1,000 clothes. I guess that's just another flow I own. I gotta pop it. I'm up and I can't stop it. I'm tryna get the profit. They tryna be a topic. Need 20K or better. This Louis on a sweater. I can't do nothing lesser. I butterfly the Tesla. If you taking, I want you took. If I come to your city, I'm booked. Yeah, they hate, but don't know what it took. They like Fly J, don't bring back the hook. I be killing these verses, and I got them searching what's really gon' go with the look. They know I don't flow like a rook. I'm on go, I know folk got them shook. So I made a little blueprint, homie. Who you know got a shoot deal on me? If you telling the truth, stand on me. I just roll with a few friends on me. Man, they know me and Sue, damn homie. Know that I'm up, know that I'm popping it, so it ain't look. I know Giannis, he keep it a book. Tell him recount it, that fit ain't enough. Step on my Louis, I'm scraping the scuffs. I bet on myself and I double down. Sometimes it ain't no one to trust. Take care of my family, that is a must. I had to work, it wasn't perfect. I was with the big dog, sliding in a vert. Man, you got me pissed off, I make it worse. I'm going through wheelchairs, I ain't even with y'all.
Cameron on the way. This has been the Jeep Halftime Report.
Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend top,
Do you
but they be
think
playing my
this is her matchup tonight with who's at the 4? Or do you think if she is getting some action, it would have to be at the 3? Because when I saw earlier, it was hard for her to even get positioning for rebound with who she was up against at the 4. Tonight might be a hard matchup for her at the 4. What you think? Because Z Johnson's good. She can ball. But I do feel like it's matchup dependent on her size, and she is going to be down in the paint. But she's a dog, and she's more than capable, yes. But what you think, Reese? They know MK is one person who could break this game open if she does get hot. Good lesson learned by Z, but with this one, MK Flage must step up and help guide the freshman. Sakai gonna bounce back. And I don't even think it's like she bounced off. I just think it's just matchup. Especially because we're playing her out of her position.
I spent last night in the arms of a girl in Louisiana. Though I'm out on the highway, my thoughts are still with her. Such a strange combination of a woman and a child. Such a strange situation, stopping every 100 miles, calling Baton Rouge. A replay of last night's events roll through my mind, except a scene or two erased by sweet red wine. And I see a truck stop sign ahead, so I change lanes. I need a cup of coffee and a couple dollars change, calling Baton Rouge. Operator, won't you put me on through? Gotta send my love down to Baton Rouge. Hurry up, won't you put her on the line? Gotta talk to the girl just one more time.
This game still very much up in the air. Number 5 LSU, a 51-43 lead on Duke, as we welcome you once again here inside the Crow's Nest at Cameron Indoor. Ryan Ruocco alongside the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo. The Duke got out to a great start, had a 14-point first quarter lead. Malaysia Fulwiley came into the game for LSU, really changed things.
Fulwiley was just tremendously impactful from the second she stepped on the floor. And it started with her defense, able to get a steal right away, convert it into 2 points going the other way. And how electric is she with the basketball in her hands? She uses her speed and quickness so well to get touches in the paint, and then able to finish at times in spectacular fashion. Look away, finish with the right hand, then look back at the Duke bench. How you feeling, Malaysia?
Take a look at our first half stats, brought to you by Vicks. Duke started on a 17-3 run. They've turned it over 11 times since. LSU took just 1 3 in that first half. They've been averaging over 16 per game, most by a Kim Mulkey team ever, and shooting it at 44%. They didn't need it. They shot it at 61% from the floor. As for Wiley will wait to come in off the bench. Duke got some quality play from Robertson, the freshman, a decent high 11 points. Also, a lot of productivity from Mayer, who brought it defensively as well. Here we go, second half of action between Duke and LSU. Good entry into Fournier, who got bodied from behind, and Fournier is going to shoot two.
Duke likes to run sets either to start a game or to start a quarter, getting Fournier a touch on the block, and that one was just a diagonal up screen, get her onto the block, she can post up, gets the defender on her back, and good way to start the half, trying to establish yourself inside.
And Kate Koval is starting the second half for LSU. Came off the bench in the first half.
Kim Mulkey did that in their last game as well.
As Fournier misses the second, that's going to be a foul. Joyner clearly caught Donovan up high in pursuit of that rebound, and that's going to be number 2 on Joyner. Here we go. Wow. Yeah. LSU has scored at least 100 points in all 8 of their games to begin this season. An NCAA Division I record as Johnson comes screaming in with the block. Duke has not allowed 100 points in a game since 1998. Richard lobbing it in. Koval, the deep catch and the finish. Kate Koval has been a huge difference maker, and her guards have found her.
Delaney Thomas was trying to front Koval, and the pass was just put up there beautifully for Koval to get it.
Fournier back iron off. Rebound Johnson. Here comes Flaugier. Flaugier through the lane. Couldn't hook it in. Rebound caroms out to Mayer. Mayer finds Jackson wide open. She got it. Out of 3. Much needed one for Ashlyn Jackson, as Kara Lawson has said, look, she just needs to play better.
She shot the ball well in their last game against UCLA, but that's the best she has shot it so far this season.
Richard pushes it. Oh, that was interesting. Michaela Williams pulled her arms back as if she was intentionally letting that go. Now, it was not on target, clearly, but watch Michaela Williams. Whoop. No, whoop. All right. You got to catch that thing.
It's not on fire.
Yeah. It's going to be, didn't want to jam a finger?
I don't know.
It's going to be out of bounds off your team.
She must have thought it got tipped somehow.
13th turnover for LSU as Williams trying to get it back on the other end. It does. LSU has the possession arrow. That'll be a 12th Duke turnover. Duke with a tough 3-5 start. They were the preseason number 7 ranked team in the nation. One key player they've been without, Emily Skinner, was the highest recruited guard that Kara Lawson has ever gotten here at Duke. They're really excited about what she can do once healthy. Good delivery there. Koval finding Joyner for the layup.
Mayer got stuck on the switch on Koval, and LSU did a terrific job of taking advantage of their size inside.
Fournier looking in, didn't have anyone. Nelson, and a foul on Koval as Delaney Thomas was jockeying for position. We know Kim Mulkey. That'll be number 3 on Cobalt. We know Kim Mulkey is very animated on the sidelines. Kara Lawson also, we've seen it. A lot of animation on the sidelines as well, imploring her team. One thing you know she's going to be happy with so far tonight has been the effort. She said, we just have not competed the way it's been a hallmark of our team over the last few years. We got to get back to that.
And certainly have made some mistakes, but you can live with those. You just want your team to play with a certain level of effort and competitiveness. They've done that tonight.
Hit.
I don't know if anyone's as animated as Kim Mulkey on the sideline. Maybe not this particular second, but in general.
Yeah, no.
It's one of the things that makes her so entertaining.
A director's dream. Mike Griffin controlling it tonight for us.
There she goes.
Yeah, that's right. You want a 2-boxer? Here's Flaugier. 5 to shoot. Flaugier makes something happen.
Tough finish, and Flaugier has struggled a bit offensively so far in this game, so that has to feel good for her to see that go down.
Kim Mulkey told us Flaugier had this game circled after Kara Lawson did not play her much in the semifinals and finals of the AmeriCup. Flaugier talked more about it just being the kind of situation where you want to play well as a competitor rather than putting extra focus or emphasis on the game. And Kara Lawson, we asked about it, and she said, look, Flaugier was great. She's so competitive. Loved her as Williams hits the 3.
And that's a wrap for Duke. Michaela Williams just hit a 3. Good night, Duke.
We're going to be upset with you. She said, look at Diana Taurasi's documentary and Cheryl Reed. Look at Jason Tatum and Steve Kerr. It's part of the job. She said, I know I'm going to have it as well, coaching the national team here moving forward. As Jackson buries another 3. That's a good sign for Duke.
LSU needs somebody to inbound the basketball. I thought the last possession for LSU was one of their best of the game so far. They switched sides of the floor. They went inside and out before Williams took her shot. There have been a number of times where a lot of players haven't touched the basketball. With the last possession they did.
Richard and a whistle. Going to stay here as Knox draws the foul. I believe it's on Fournier, and that would be her 3rd. Our ACC Network crews will be in Charlotte Saturday for the ACC Football Championship game between Duke and Virginia. Our game day coverage begins at 5 Eastern with inside access, followed by a 2-hour ACC huddle. Then during the game, we'll have a field pass presentation with the crew on the sidelines, providing commentary and reactions. And after the game, we'll have a complete breakdown with coach and player interviews. You can always watch everything on the ESPN app.
Holy Michaela Williams, that shot on the other end of the floor.
She's starting to come alive here as Richard now able to force the offensive foul.
Dee Kantner agrees. She's sitting to the right of me like a bobblehead going up and down. That certainly was an offensive foul.
Dee, do you agree with this characterization of bobblehead?
Called worse.
I bet you have.
I'll take bobblehead. That's not worthy of a technical. Not at all.
3rd foul on Nelson. Knocked out of bounds by Thomas. Here was the offensive foul call, D.
Very nice defense. Beats the kid spot. She's dribbling. Offensive foul, correct call. Bobblehead, all entailed.
Bobblehead intended.
Exactly.
Richard bounces in. Williams has started to get hot. Williams connects. Michaela Williams is cooking.
Feed the hot hand.
I told y'all this. As soon as MK hit that 1-3,
LSU is shooting a sizzling 66% from the floor.
Rebound!
Robertson
Please,
twisting,
rebound.
can't finish.
Thank you,
Knox the
Grace.
rebound. Knox came in after Koval picked up number 3 for Wiley. Flips it up short after going on the back. Riley Nelson finds help in Mayer. Zings a pass inside. Thomas, good footwork and the finish. 10-point LSU lead with 4 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the third. 64 for LSU. Trying to make it 100 or more for a 9th straight game. Duke has not allowed 100 since 1998. Williams went for the whistle, did not get it. Jackson dishes, and Nelson finishes. Duke has been able to hang every time it seems like LSU is going to really separate. Joyner works the baseline and a tough squeeze. Mayer, no. Williams. Knox to the corner for Wiley, a three, short. For Wiley trying to follow it up, and it was nearly effective as 3 Duke players collided and the ball almost went out of bounds. Mayer all the way in. Nobody contesting her.
Yeah, she just navigated multiple LSU defenders and got still an easy look inside.
Trying to will Duke to cut into the deficit further here at Cameron. Williams pull up, off. Here's Mayer. Mayer busting ahead, and that is going to be a charge. As Richard sat there waiting and took the contact.
Duke continuing to fight, trying to cut into this lead as the seas open for Mayer.
At Fairfield, every moment.
Gents, turn up your sound system to the sound of Carlos Santana in the GMB Ghetto Blues from the refugee camp. Maria, Maria, she remind me of a West Side Story, growing up in Spanish Harlem. She living a life just like a movie star. By Carlos Santana. Stop the looting, stop shooting.
With 2 40-point games this season at 43 against Valparaiso, then 47 against Indiana. And you're going to get to watch her on Wednesday night. It's the 24th Annual Women's Jimmy V Classic. An in-state rivalry, number 10 Iowa State, number 12 Iowa, 7 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. Really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, Audie Crooks is one of the more unique players in women's college basketball. The way she can just carve out space inside and finish so well.
8-point LSU lead. Ryan Ruocco, Rebecca Lobo with you. The Kentner, our rules analyst. As Joyner can't finish, it pops out to Duke. Here's Nelson looking for an option. Gets it back to Jackson with 2 minutes to go in this third. Mayer. Nelson hit the deck. Mayer trying to make something happen. Looked like she got hit in the face, and the foul is called on Richard.
LSU was pretty physical off the ball as cutters are trying to get through the lane, and yeah, poke right to the face there.
Third foul on Richard. So Wiley will check back in for LSU. Duke, the last 3 seasons, has been first in the ACC in points per game allowed. Trying to hold LSU under 100 for the first time this season. As that is out of bounds off of Williams. Stays with Duke. Nelson got fouled. No, a travel is called on Nelson, and she's saying she ran into me. I thought she had a case.
Yeah, I thought she got bumped.
D, just without seeing a replay first look, you think she had a case as well?
I do. I think she got bumped too. It's a causal effect thing, unfortunately.
Thank you, D. Here's Williams. Behind Knox, out of bounds. LSU turns it over. 14 turnovers for LSU, 16 for Duke. 8-point game with 1:15 to go in the third. What an opportunity for Duke, trying to find a way to jumpstart their season. If they could figure out a way to come back and beat LSU. As Nelson won't get the roll. Meanwhile, for LSU, this is by far their biggest challenge of the season. On their first 8 games by an average of nearly 60 points per contest. Joyner separates and finishes. Pull-up 3 is good. Ashlyn Jackson with her 4th 3 of the night. 14 points, 7-point game. Got a 4-second difference game in shot clock. For Wiley. Draws 2. For Wiley, the spin, the dip. Couldn't finish it, did the hard work. Last hit Duke. And LSU will have one more chance here. Joyner up to 14 points for LSU on 7 of 9 shooting. Knocked out of bounds.
Joyner's just been powerful when she gets the ball inside and been able to use that strength to get good looks.
Seven seconds left in the quarter. Williams waiting. Williams will take. You bet! Michaela Williams puts an exclamation point on the third.
She's still hurt. I'm done.
After 3.
Turn me up, NK.
Trying to stay undefeated and move to 9-0.
A dog.
Fourth
her.
Quarter coming up next.
Look at it. That's what I needed to see. That's what I needed to see. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Woo. That's what I needed to see, Michaela.
Yes, MK. Period.
The other things that I do. Who you a fool for this? Who you a fool for this?
Gang. Let her cook. Let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on a mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All these sauce I'm trying. Let me cook. Big Low come through, shut down. I'm bringing zap. Run up on it, you want, I'm swinging balls out. If them ain't bad as glow, then put them out. Got my ankles on your shoulder, them toes out. Let's get it. Then got a little fatter, now these little man.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping on shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. These niggas just mad cause they bitching my archives. Jordan came back, told the 4-5. If you play then you lay right there by your own kind. Pull up a 4 in a Loco, tell them run this bitch back like so-so. Got this rap shit here in the chokehold. Did a show out in Austin, shout out to Bobo. Moved out the trenches, now look how we live. Tell my BM to furnish the crib. Walk out the mall with some shoes for the kids. Deposit the checks from my bank full of M's. Paid up my rent, now I'm up for the year. The view look crazy from here. What I paid for some dogs could've bought me veneers. Texas piece on my neck could've bought your career. Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping on shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Stuffing Cali blood weed in the blunt. Let my little brother roll in my dick.
Welcome back to Cameron Indoor, where LSU has a 10-point lead, and Michaela Williams had 10 points in the third quarter, showing off her skill set. So good in the mid-range, whether she has balance or not, able to step out and drain threes as well, shaking the defense.
Okay.
She came alive and was a presence in that third frame.
10 points in the quarter. 4 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 2 from 3. And LSU, a 10-point lead over Duke as we begin the fourth quarter. Cameron Indoor. Coach K Cord and a whistle here. Whoa, look out. Foul called. Oh, D. It's a hazardous job. You get flashbacks there.
Sometimes you just can't get out of the way, but Karen did all right. I think Karen Criado's back there. We're tough. She's tough.
Wood can't finish there. So outstanding to have D. Kantner as our rules analyst this season. Langer connects on a 3.
Yes, big photo, but give me 3.
The 3 ball so well this season, coming in at 56% from 3.
And LSU as a team came into this game 44%, number 1 in Division I. So there's a primary thing and a secondary thing that we're watching in this fourth quarter. Number 1 is who's going to win the game. Number 2 is, will LSU get to 100 points again? For Wiley, can't get that one to drop. Weak sideboard. Jackson dashing ahead and scooping it in. Ashlyn Jackson with 16 points has had some really nice moments tonight.
Yeah, and she really needs to continue that offensively in order for Duke to have success going forward.
LSU, Division I record, 100-plus points in 8 straight games to begin the season. Duke has not allowed 100 since 1998. Michaela Williams will fire short. Wood can't hit. And Kim Mulkey's going to take a timeout before the shot. Wants to get Kate Koval in the game. The team leads by 11. 2 minutes into the fourth.
Check their new game day fit. Oh.
I like the aggression Grace is given to rebounding. It's like she wants to rebound. But good timeout from Coach Mulkey. I honestly believe that it's not like conditioning. It's just how we've been playing. Only 20 minutes here, 16 minutes here for our main people. That's, who we would rely on in these situations. So they just got to get used to playing those minutes again. Yeah, I see Grace. She rebounded. Yo, as soon as I get on Twitter, this is what I see. Like somebody said blocked. Exactly. Like, please. Oh, that's a tough pick, MK. With the 3 right there, we need 39 points. Everybody wants us to score 100. 29 now. So, I hope we get there too. I see another 3 from MK. Grace is overall our most well-rounded point player. Not taking anything from us, but ability-wise, she said LSU was good. Yeah, I want to see some more paint protection. Whoo, Jesus. I want to see some more paint protection. I mean, they just get into the rim. I mean, $20 seconds.
Well, beautiful night to go surfing for the Blue Devil.
Now, what are they doing? This is some real Blue Devil
on the
shit.
line.
Some real
Kim
Blue Devil.
Mulkey's team.
Like, come on now. Get up.
Talked about that 100-point number. Well, the record up until this year for most consecutive games scoring 100 points was when Kim Mulkey played 1982, La Tech, 6 games. They went on to win the national championship. Now, as coach of LSU, they have set the new record with 8 straight games of 100. Can they top it again tonight? Blanchet has her pocket picked. Good hands from Mayer. Mayer bumps off and lays it in.
Kim Mulkey called that timeout because they'd had a couple raggedy possessions in a row. She wanted to draw up a set. Looked like she was trying to get Flaugier going to the bucket, but good defense once again by Duke.
Terrific use of rattling.
I think that's the official term.
For a disjointed possession?
Yes.
Johnson connects on a corner 3. Couple of big threes.
Big 4, but
here
give
in
me
the
3.
fourth for Flaugier Johnson. Now up to 13 points. She and Michaela Williams, quiet in the first half, have been big here in the second. Thomas, that awkward delivery, but the effective result. I mean, she comes so close to hitting the ground before she releases the basketball.
Yeah, could be an up and down.
For Wiley, the spin, the fake, and the finish. But a foul. An offensive foul on for Wiley. as Thomas took the charge. Wow. I don't know. Looked like she was kind of hopping into her. D, is Kim Mulkey right to have that reaction, D. Kantner?
I didn't like that one as much as I liked the first one. But
okay.
Lisa is consistent. She's called an offensive foul on both plays. So.
Thank you, D. Michaela Williams into Koval. Koval has just gotten such deep position all night long. Jackson, too strong for Wiley leading the break. For Wiley, stripped again. Mayer able to knock it away. It eventually goes out of bounds off of Duke. Another chance for LSU. Duke has forced 16 LSU turnovers so far tonight, and timeout with LSU leading by 12, 6:05 to go in the fourth.
A surprise entry into the dunk contest this year, the Aflac Duck.
With Coach Don Staley, the Ducks setting up from way downtown.
That's a big gap to cover for a small Duck.
Y'all haven't seen the way Aflac helps close the gap left by health insurance? Watch this.
Aflac does pay people money for expenses not covered by health insurance.
So baby, it's the Kings right here. You got to know we guapin', pack is extra slappin'. Don't I love my vegetable, extra cheese and broccoli? Don't young lady like to kick it like karate? Don't I be with J Money serving everybody? Ain't we up in Magic City throwing up the profit? Ain't me and Tip taking off like a rocket? Ain't my money long? Ain't still putting on?
Tip top, ain't I? Choppers in the trunk will make you do the.
Ooh. Do 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 do. Yeah. 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 Tell me, fellas, have you seen her? It was about 5 minutes ago when I seen the hottest chick that a youngin' never seen before. I say, yo, tell the girls I wanna meet her. On second thought, that ain't the way to go. I gotta give her game proper, spit it so she get it. There she is, I gotta stop her. Or should I talk about a smile?
Let's give LSU has scored 100 or more in all 8 games, a D1 record. Duke has not allowed 100 since 1998 against UConn. What was going on in 1998? Well, Google was founded. I've heard they've done pretty well. Titanic, the top grossing movie.
Ship did not do so well.
That's a good point. Nokia, if we could all only go back to those kind of phones. And Kara Lawson committed to Tennessee. Now she coaches Duke. Can I also say the New York Yankees won 125 games between the regular season and playoffs? The most wins any team has ever had in one season, if you include the playoffs.
In 1998?
That's right.
How old were you in 1998?
Might have been the greatest team of all time.
That's how old you were?
I was 11 as the season was going on.
Okay.
And eventually turned 12.
Prime fandom right there.
Yeah. Johnson dishes in and knocks. Finishes plus the foul. Flaugier is fired up, so is Knox.
Yes!
When LSU has gotten dribble penetration from their guards, and here it's from Flaugier. Just a beautiful little flip over to Knox for the finish.
Knox completes the three-point play. Fourth foul on Fournier.
Knox is going to be a really good player.
And you could see just the way Kim Mulkey was talking about her freshman earlier today, that she already has a lot of trust in them. Foul here is Flaugier and for Wiley combined. And that foul will go on Flaugier, her third. Team's third. 15-point LSU lead. Well, Wiley nearly came up with a steal. Fournier. Mayer dumps it in. Fournier looking for an angle, forces it up and off. Rebound, last hit. Thomas. It'll be LSU basketball. Williams will inbound with Johnson for Wiley, Knox, and Coball for LSU. It's Mayer, Nelson, Jackson, Fournier, and Thomas for Duke. First meeting between these teams since 2010 as that one's kicked out of bounds.
Wait, what is the crowd saying? What is the crowd saying?
We were asking her about Flaugier and playing against her after her limited minutes in the America Cup last two games. She said, watch her drop 50 on it. She said, I've already had to deal with a couple of my players from that beating us. Gianna Neepkins taking us down. Joyce Edwards.
No, that's what I thought.
Losing to UCLA and South Carolina.
Took over their home gym.
She said, I have some others waiting for me. Had that dog.
It's bullshit.
She said, so all my players from that team
Cara Lawson
are looking to give L's.
Her AD probably going to call her.
Coball didn't have her footing. For Wiley to put
Hey!
17-point lead. As LSU has started to separate, Fournier lays it in.
Really nice work, that possession by Fournier. Posting up on the block, doesn't get it, then continues to keep her seal.
Well, Wiley had it knocked away. Fournier gets fouled. And free throws here for Fournier.
Y'all heard what the mic picked up? I know we be talking crazy when we play basketball.
Rebecca,
I know we be
that
talking crazy.
Duke can definitely feel good about building on what they've done in this game, regardless of how the last 420 go.
They've competed. That's been Kara Lawson's big thing. Is I need my team to compete, and when LSU has made pushes, Duke
Angel Reese will always be with this team.
I think they have to feel much better after this game, win or loss, than they have their previous three.
That was one of the things that Kara Lawson told us. She said, everything is still in front of us. We play our first ACC game on Sunday. Mizzou, a 1-point win over Cal. Williams' jumper is good. It's been pure since halftime.
Clock doesn't stop on the made basket. It doesn't help to roll the ball in.
No need to do that here.
You don't.
$14-point LSU lead. Johnson, you bet! Flaugier bringing it.
Yeah, Fo! You heard.
That three won't go. Long board. Fournier still battling and draws the foul. And Fournier will shoot two.
Flau'jae Johnson now 3 for 3 from the three-point line, just draining it as she goes by.
What she said, she didn't want to look at her. Oh, Cara, please. Cara, please.
Read, I think Cara said
about to
shot.
say, oh, man, here we go.
That's what Flau'jae said.
I credit Cara. What else can you say there as the coach? And she's handled it. She understands.
No,
yeah, she gets it.
She gets it.
And she told us before the game, too, she said, I would much rather have my players react like that. Yep, good shot. Good shot. She said, I want players who are upset about not playing. I want them to want to play. And she said, Flau'jae's a great competitor.
She had nothing but good things to say about Flau'jae.
Now the question is, Rebecca, will LSU get to the century mark? Under 3 minutes to go, leading 89-72. Williams bounces underneath. Knox finishes on a gorgeous delivery from Michaela Williams. Lob it in off the steal. Gets it ahead. Flau'jae finishes. Largest lead for LSU. Timeout, Duke.
Flau'jae turn up and Coach Walkie turn up just was everything. Everything. What they thought this was. Stand up Tigers, turn it up.
Tim Mulkey and Flau'jae Johnson partying on the floor.
That's how we do it. LSU.
This party started right. Get the ball to Michaela Williams and let her drop a bounce pass like that. And then the steal on one end. Michaela Williams delivering again. Flau'jae Johnson having some fun here. Kim
Look at
Mulkey
Coach
as well.
Mulkey. Mulkey never played. I love me some Coach Mulkey.
A 21-point lead for LSU, and they have 2 minutes and 30. Biggest test of the season thus far for LSU, and they have answered the bell after Duke screened out to a 17-3 lead.
Certainly, and they know, and Kim Mulkey knows that they've got a gauntlet ahead of them once they get into conference play. They do not have a gauntlet behind them.
Richard letting clock wind. Richard's leaner won't go. Up ahead to Jackson. Straight on three. Mayer buries it. Koval trying to get it in. Williams will flag it down. Now, last possession, LSU was running clock. And it looks like that's what they're going to do, which obviously just in the win-or-loss sense is the right play. But I'm a little surprised that they're not trying to extend their 100-point record.
Kim Mulkey said they don't talk about it at all. She, of course, knows her players are aware of it, but she said we haven't brought it up once.
Well, the play-by-play guy certainly has tonight. Williams can't hit the three. You don't want to join in on poking fun how many times they've referenced it. That is going to be a charge.
They'll score 90 plus, so the haters can't say, "Oh, y'all can't even score over this amount of points." We still score 90 plus
for everything that has gone on.
So you really want to yap about 7 points? And we got the dub. Like, stop it.
I just want to say, earlier today, you and I had one of
record set, history secured, win secured.
There was something from the concession stand that's right beneath us here in the Crow's Nest that definitely had cheese in it, like mac and cheese, and you were convinced it was a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, because of the smell, not because of how it looked. Do you know what it was?
Okay, equally alarming
that you could.
We know it wasn't a chocolate chip cookie.
call the last 40 seconds.
Johnson can't hit the three. I'm sending you to a really good ENT.
I thought you were going to talk about the other thing at the concessions where you called it a Bavarian pretzel.
It needed
is a Bavarian.
It's the elder cousin of Bavaria. Well, the 100-point streak will end after LSU ran clock, but this is an LSU team that has a ton of talent, a ton of depth, and it has been on display tonight against Duke. Flaugier with a huge second half. Michaela Williams as well. Flaugier up to 18 points for the game. Six players in double figures for LSU. Shooting it just a shade under 60%.
Kim O'Gay hasn't had a lot of opportunity in close games. And yes, this is not a close game, but a good use of her timeout, advance, draw something, see if your players can translate it, see how well they execute after advancing the basketball.
How about Flaugier and the way she's turned it on in the second half, Rebecca?
I mean, just incredible. You sensed her frustration in the first half multiple times. Well, in the second, this is the Flaugier Johnson we've been watching all season long. The incredible efficiency with which she is playing, the versatility of her game as well. 3 of 4 from 3 today. She's shooting 56% from 3 on the season. She was able to get dribble penetration inside as well, deliver the ball to teammates. I mean, you just saw glimpses of what is going to be a very, very good pro basketball player as well.
13 in the second half for Flaugier Johnson. And you can hear the LSU fans serenading this team in the final seconds.
The LSU fans that deep in there? Really walking your trap and take over your trap.
Williams bounces off, and a travel is called with 7.4 remaining.
Thinking out loud. We could have had 100 right now.
At this point, Mayer gives it up, and that will do it. A hot start from Duke, and a big finish from LSU.
Yes, Bella. Oh, look at Kara face. Kara is thick.
77 wins.
Thick. Woo! Kara had nothing but disgust in her mouth.
Regular season.
Woo! She had to swallow it though.
For the LSU Tigers.
You see the handshake, Janiyah? All you gotta do is be professional. Handshake, do the half little hug. You know what I mean?
The SEC has dominated the ACC-SEC Challenge.
She was so mad.
Once again, our final score, LSU 93, Duke 77.
Yo, they had Simone getting up.
Director Mike Griffin, Dee Cantner, the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo, and our entire crew. I'm Ryan Ruocco saying good night from Durham. Now let's get you to Sports Center.
I had to tag Janiyah real quick.
All right, Ryan, thank you very much, and welcome to our
I had to
Bristol
get her real quick.
Studios.
Well, I was professional right there.
We had some craziness.
But
in
anyways,
Canada. LeBron's epic streak comes to an end, but it does so in the best way.
Oh, now they don't want to remember when
quite frankly, funny enough,
everybody had something to say.
Blocked by
but
James
now we getting right to this. All right. Well, all right, y'all. It was a pleasure watching with y'all tonight. I'm finna download this and upload it and post it onto the other page. Keep praying for Go Tiger Hoops. I love y'all so much. I will be back whenever the next game is. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thanks for coming over here. Thanks for watching with me. And yes, God bless you all. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. God bless your families and see you the next game. But go Tigers! I'm hyped for us. It was a little rough start. It was a rough start, but I knew that if we just stayed composed, we would get the win. And here we go, our regular link video. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Love you guys. Good night. Dubs in the chat.